Hello guys, welcome back to our anime shorts. Today is explanation of upcoming episode of Perfect World based on novel. So let's start. There was a deity sitting high above everyone else on the dragon pattern throne. Below his feet was a youth. It was precisely Ching Feng. His face was pale, white, and blood trickled out from the corners of his lips. Release him! Shahao shouted. I am quite the gentle person. I didn't want his life, but he dared to treat me disrespectfully, so there has to be punishment. This was a silver-haired male that looked extremely young. His face carried a light smile as he stepped on Ching Feng's face. Little big bro, when Ching Feng regained consciousness, his expression immediately changed. Don't come back. It's too late. You're useless now, so just stay off to the side. The silver-haired male kicked lightly, sending Ching Feng's body tumbling downwards and falling into the main hall. Blood began to flow from his mouth once again. Shahao's eyes were ice cold. He looked at the silver-haired male and said, Who are you? I came from Yin Yang Academy, named Yang Li. He calmly replied. He carefully sized up Shahao and then clicked his tongue in wonder. To the side of the heavenly palace, there were sounds of a creature moving and chewing something. Shahao turned around, and his eyes immediately widened. He couldn't help but cry out, Stop! His eye sockets felt like they were going to split apart. There was a pangolin that was entirely snow white. It was currently tearing at the War King's arm and devouring his essence blood. Apart from the War King, there were also Peng 9, Ming King, and others. They had all gone unconscious, all of their bodies badly mutilated. It was an extremely miserable sight. When the silver pangolin heard this, it turned its head around and said, They won't die yet, just eating a bit of blood. It licked its lips as it spoke. His eyes became completely red from blood. What kind of humiliation was this? This was going beyond the line. He looked at the War King, Peng 9, and the others who might not live any longer. The enemy dared to act so arrogantly, eating them in front of his face. Yang Li opened his mouth and said, Don't eat any more of their blood already. What if you accidentally kill them? We still need these few supreme experts to oversee this enormous stone country. I came from Beast Sea. The pangolin was extremely calm. He looked at Shahao and said, Don't stare at me. I don't have any grudges, and just came here to take a look. I feel like your taste isn't bad though. Shahao's mind trembled. He knew about Beast Sea. In Crane Mountain, he had heard about it during the gathering with Lan Yu, Hong Huang, Bai Ji Yu, and the others. The pangolin stared at Shahao's chest and said, You produced a supreme being bone. The taste of your blood will definitely be quite good. There's only 3. Shahao asked expressionlessly. A single one is enough to flatten this country of yours. Are 3 not enough for you? Yang Li revealed a smile of contempt. The golden skeleton moved, releasing ka sounds that rang into the distance from the heavenly palace. The golden skeleton continued, This palace's formations aren't bad, but without those at the correct level using them for us, they are just empty shells. He walked over to the War King, Peng 9, and the others. These people's souls aren't bad. What a pity that I can't eat them. After speaking up to this point, he opened his lower jaw, and with an inhale, he sucked the War King, Peng 9, Ming King, and the other souls from their bodies. They gathered towards the skeleton's skull. Don't act randomly. They still have great uses. Yang Li said. I know, just wanted to get a smell. Even though Shahao's rage was burning and he truly wanted to immediately kill them, his mind still stabilized a bit. From the looks of it, these 3 deities didn't plan on taking the War King, Ching Feng, and the others' lives and still wanted to use them to control Stone Country to accomplish their goals. Why did you come back? The War King, Peng 9, and the others regained consciousness. Their faces were deathly pale, and all of them were shocked. You all suffered. Shahao said. Little big bro, Ching Feng opened his mouth and wanted to say something. His little face was snow white. Ching Feng. Shahao gave him a look and then looked at the 3 deities. If you all wanted to kill me, you just had to go to 3 Life Mountain to do so. Why did you have to involve the innocent? The 3 deities' attentions were drawn. Their eyes immediately brightened and burned with incomparable passion. They all moved forward. With a shua sound, Shahao disappeared from his original spot and appeared high in the imperial palace. He looked downwards and said, "Fake deities, come and accept death." The golden skeleton that had an underworld flame lit, the silver-haired Yang Li, and the shining snow-white pangolin immediately rushed into the sky towards Shahao. We aren't mistaken. It truly is that ancient artifact. The imperishable golden body was a wonderful masterpiece that had crossed eras. It needed the world's rarest heavenly materials inside the same furnace, and only through a complex and profound process of engravings and formations would there be a chance of success. It was a true treasure. What a pity this one is flawed and already damaged. Otherwise, it would definitely stir up great disorder. With the passage of time and as eras slipped away, there weren't many imperishable golden bodies left. Most of them were destroyed, and the forging method had been lost as well. As such, it became more and more precious. The three deities sighed in admiration. They began to think back to the past. In the past, when the imperishable golden body came out, the world would be shaken and the effects were far-reaching. The underworld earth expert reached out a bone palm. Black underworld flames appeared between his palms and fingers, quickly shooting out and surrounding Shahao to suppress and bring him over. Shahao shifted sideways with an incomparably fast speed, as if he was an illusion. The pangolin moved, turning into a streak of silver light and piercing through the void. Yang Li, the silver-haired expert that looked extremely young, had a light smile on his face. He also moved to give chase. In reality, he couldn't be considered an ancient person. His real age actually wasn't that great. Shahao quickly backed up. With just a few flashes, he left Stone Capital and arrived above a mountain range. Fake deities. His eyes were filled with fiery radiance. The creatures came down from the higher realms, using lives and souls to perform a blood sacrifice. There is no road into the sky, or door down into the earth for you. Your fate has long been decided. I like the blood of people like you, blood that carries the aura of a supreme being. The pangolin walked up, its scarlet forked tongue licking its lips. Snow white and sharp enormous teeth were displayed. With a shake of Shahao's hand, a painting scroll appeared. There was a kill word on it. It was dripping with blood and shining red, as if killing intent from the underworld was rushing outwards. This painting scroll swayed about, noise sounded continuously. The radiance was 100 times more terrifying than real sword, and all of it struck down on the pangolin's body. Sparks flew everywhere. A painting scroll left behind by a deity. The underworld earth golden skeleton, and Yin Yang Academy's Yang Li revealed looks of shock from the back. This was one of the most powerful great killing weapons Shahao carried on him, something he obtained from Stone Country's treasury. Not enough. You can't kill me. The silver pangolin spoke. Even though it was being battered by attacks, its defensive power was astonishing. Shahao shouted loudly and activated it with all his power. This painting scroll shone, and then it crumbled apart. The kill word that was dripping with blood flew through the air to suppress and kill that vicious beast. This divine-grade weapon was a consumable object. Its power was unimaginably great, but as soon as it was activated, it couldn't be preserved anymore. The bloody kill character illuminated the skies, dyeing it in scarlet redness. Even the sun was turned a bloody red color, making everyone's eyes red. Killing intent rushed into the sky. The pangolin roared. All of the scales opened up and formed ripples one after another to neutralize and erase the bloody kill character. All of the strokes of the word kill broke apart, turning into a longsword that was dripping with blood. A one-time use killing intent painting scroll, not bad. You've made me suffer a bit. You are making me long for you even more. This kind of food will definitely be more tasty, said the pangolin. Shahao didn't say anything. He displayed the 72 transformation, turning into a Kuan-peng and flying towards the distance. He raised his speed to the limit. The three deities didn't move too quickly or too slowly. They carried expressions that were like a smile, but not a smile at the same time, confident in their own strength. They weren't scared of anything he might have up his sleeves at all. Kill! Shahao shouted. All types of mountain boulders on the ground rolled about. Symbols shone and killing light swept outwards. There was a killing formation here that erupted with endless light, attacking towards those three deities. Back then, Yu-chan had ambushed him here, summoning meteorites down and almost ending his life. Xiahao sighed. In the end, the difference was too great. These three had long ignited their divine flames. The power of the mortal realms couldn't harm them in the slightest. With a shake of Xiao's hand, a fiery red lotus that was brightly colored and replete with moisture flew out from his sleeves. It landed on that great hand. In that instant, fiery light overflowed into the heavens. An enormous lotus blossomed, the boundless energy causing the mountains below to sway about. It was another great killing weapon, another consumable item. The fire lotus was in full bloom, refining everything. Endless divine flames overflowed into the heavens, as if they were going to burn down the world. Xiahao was silent. He truly didn't have the power and couldn't kill these opponents. The three deities stood side by side. They all pressed forward together with callous expressions. Their eyes were deep. They took action together to seize his imperishable golden body battle clothes. This was the strength that you were going to fight against us with. You called us fake deities and threatened to kill us, yet this was the only methods you had. You really boast shamelessly. Ants will always be ants. The three of them seemed completely unflustered, not treating him like anything important at all. Xiahao didn't say anything. He turned around and left, and he stuck a Dao symbol on his body, a light yellow paper that had ancient and complex symbols. The three deities' expressions changed. They were truly scared of losing him. Xiao's speed was too fast, as if a streak of transient light was moving about. This pursuit lasted for a day and night. During this period of time, Xiahao used the demonic sunflower seeds to replenish his divine might and continuously fled. It's useless. You can't escape anymore. You're doomed to die. Eventually, Xiahao activated an altar inside of one of Stone Country's enormous cities, opening a passage that leads to the Northern Sea. He stood on the boundless waters. What kind of experts were these three deities? Xiahao continued to move according to what he remembered. He frantically operated the Kuan-Peng technique, hoping to produce some type of resonance with this place and find that Kuan-Peng nest, using it to suppress the three deities. It was to the extent where he wished to draw out Kuan-Peng's weapon, the Great Halberd Eternity, to kill the three deities. The three deities' eyes were shining resplendently and burning with incomparable passion. They naturally sensed that this might be the undamaged Kuan-Peng technique, which was something they even more so couldn't pass up. During this process, the three great experts chased behind him. Just the fluctuations of their precious techniques affected his body and injured him, making him cough out large amounts of blood. Xiahao spat out a mouthful of bloody foam. I'll send you to your deaths. Even if you are deities, I will still let you all experience despair, fear, and helplessness. He clenched his teeth inwardly. He set his resolution, even if he was going to die as a result. Unfortunately, it wasn't all 7 deities that came, or else he might have been able to get rid of all of them in one go. This video will end here. Thank you for watching.